In 1765, Britain imposed a tax that sparked outrage across the American colonies. For the first time, Parliament directly taxed the colonists without their consent. This is the story of the Stamp Act, the law that fueled resentment, ignited protests, and marked a turning point toward American unity and independence. After the French and Indian War, Britain faced huge debts and the cost of protecting the colonies. King George III and his minister, George Grenville, decided the colonists should help pay. In February 1765, Grenville proposed the Stamp Act. It passed Parliament in March and was set to take effect that November. The act required revenue stamps, paid in British money, on newspapers, pamphlets, legal documents, licenses, and many other items. Fees ranged from half a penny to several pounds, affecting everyday life, incomes, and commerce. Britain also planned stricter controls and stationed troops in the colonies at colonial expense. Direct taxation by England aroused the most resentment. Colonists argued they had no voice in Parliament, no representation. They refused to accept taxation without it. Publishers, lawyers, merchants, and others joined in indignation. They blamed the act for tightening controls and depressing incomes after the war. In Virginia, the House of Burgesses passed strong resolutions against Parliament's right to tax them. A young lawyer, Patrick Henry, delivered a fiery speech that shocked the Assembly. He violently protested, declaring it treasonous if Parliament taxed without consent. When accused of treason, Henry retorted boldly, "If this be treason, make the most of it!" His words electrified Virginia and echoed across the colonies. Other colonies followed Virginia's lead, passing similar resolutions. Mobs attacked stamp distributors, hung effigies, and burned stamps in protests from Boston to Charleston. The outcry was so intense that many officials resigned in fear. In October 1765, the Stamp Act Congress met in New York, the first major intercolonial gathering. Delegates from 9 colonies attended. They adopted strong resolutions against the act, asserting that only colonial assemblies had the authority to tax. They sent a petition to Parliament in London, requesting repeal. Benjamin Franklin, in London at the time, helped present these views. This united action marked the colony's first deliberate stand against British domination. The resistance worked. The Stamp Act became nearly impossible to enforce. British merchants, hurt by colonial boycotts, pressured Parliament. In 1766, the act was repealed. Colonists celebrated, but the deeper issue remained: Britain's claim to authority over the colonies in all cases whatsoever. The Stamp Act had united the colonies like never before. It proved organized protest could challenge British power and set the stage for greater conflicts ahead. The Stamp Act wasn't just a tax. It was the spark that showed no taxation without representation wasn't just a slogan. It was a principle worth fighting for. What do you think? Was this the real beginning of the road to independence? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories from America's founding era. Thanks for watching.